Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Learn English with Sanjit. I'm your host, and today's topic is something very simple, yet very important: your daily routine. Why talk about daily routine? Well, in English conversation, one of the most common topics people ask about is daily habits. Questions like what do you do every day? Or what's your morning routine like? Come up very often in small talk, interviews, and even friendly chats. So, being able to describe your daily routine clearly and confidently is a great way to practice English and improve your communication. In today's episode, I'll walk you through 1. My own daily routine as an example. 2. Useful English phrases you can use to describe your routine. 3. Why having a routine is important for success. So let's get started. Let me begin with my own daily routine. I usually wake up quite early, around 6 o'clock in the morning. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water to refresh myself. After that, I spend a few minutes stretching and doing light exercise. Once I feel awake, I go for a short walk. This is my time to breathe fresh air, clear my mind, and prepare for the day. Walking also gives me energy and helps me stay healthy. After my walk, I come back home and have a shower. Then, I sit down for breakfast. Usually, I keep it simple, maybe some toast, eggs, and a cup of tea. Breakfast is important because it gives me the energy I need to focus on work. Once I'm ready, I plan my tasks for the day. I write down what's important, what meetings I have, and what projects I need to finish. This helps me stay organized. Useful phrases you can use. I usually wake up at. The first thing I do in the morning is. After breakfast, My mornings are usually. Now let's talk about my work routine. As a soft skills trainer and podcast host, my day is filled with communication, teaching, and creating content. I usually start work by replying to emails and messages. Then, I prepare for my training sessions or record content like this podcast. When I train students, I focus on improving their communication, confidence, and career readiness. I take short breaks between sessions to stretch and relax. For lunch, I like to keep it light, maybe rice, vegetables, and dal. After lunch, I spend some time reading or researching. Learning is a part of my daily routine too. My afternoons are usually spent on meetings or brainstorming ideas for new projects. I also set aside some time to write, whether it's articles, book chapters, or scripts for podcasts. Useful phrases. I usually start work by. During the afternoon, I take short breaks too. My work involves. By evening, I like to slow down and relax a little. Sometimes I go for another walk, or I spend time with my family. Evenings are also a good time to catch up with friends, either in person or over the phone. I often read books in the evening, especially topics related to leadership, communication, or self-growth. Reading helps me improve my knowledge and also relax after a busy day. Dinner is usually around 8:30 or 9 p.m. I prefer home-cooked food, something simple but healthy. After dinner, I avoid heavy work. Instead, I might watch the news, listen to some music, or review the highlights of my day. Before going to bed, I make a quick plan for tomorrow. This habit makes me feel prepared and reduces stress. Finally, I go to bed around 11 p.m. Useful phrases. In the evening, I usually. After dinner, I like to. Before going to bed, I usually go to sleep at. Now you might ask, why is it important to have a routine? The answer is simple. A routine gives you structure and discipline. It helps you stay focused, productive, and balanced. When you have a daily routine, you know what to expect, and you save energy by not wasting time deciding what to do next. It also helps you build good habits, whether it's waking up early, exercising, or learning something new. Most successful people in the world follow a routine. It doesn't mean you should have a boring life. In fact, A routine gives you more freedom because it helps you manage your time better. So friends, that was my daily routine, shared with you as an example. I encourage you to think about your own daily routine and try describing it in English. Use simple sentences at first, then gradually add more details. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Thank you for joining me today on Learn English with Sanjit. I'm your host, and I hope this episode inspires you to build a routine that keeps you healthy, productive, and happy. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep shining.